Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith the Black Channel here at Ticker Talker, and it's one of those days where you may have heard me say this in the past. Every hour is like a new day to us, and I'm going to show you what I mean about that here. If we go to the SPY, and so you can see here, we start off the month here not doing much. Inside month, not a lot of range here so far in the SPY, right? Now we tried here on the upper middle here. New high, and then boom, back down. But well, then what happened? Then we did the old dipsy do and come back up. And then today, now we're looking for an outside day to go back here because we know outside bars exist, right? We do. So once you take this side out, go green here, we're looking to take out yesterday's highs here above 417.63, almost there. And if you look at the 60 here, this is what you're going to see today. All right, you're going to see yesterday we closed as an inside 60 here. See, right? Then this morning, tried to poke up, but then boom, right here. Now we're looking for an outside bar. That's called a 1-bar rev strat, 1-3. All right? Downside. So when this goes red, we're looking to take this and this out, which we did. New hour, like a new day to us. Boom, now they go green. Start running back up. However, this was still an inside bar of this. The 1-3-1. Is that important? Yeah, that's something you want to know about because this is the consolidation. Here's the battle because they took out the highs and the lows. This is a 1 even though it was green, but that's consolidation. Real move. Next up, and there it is right there. Boom. And then let's say that you missed it because it came out the chute too fast. You wait for the what? Triangle layout. 2 up, 2 down. Boom. You catch it right here. Right now we got a new 60, so we want to see what's going on, but we're still looking to see if we can take out that and go as an outside day. If you go to QQQ here, inside day pokes down, but now coming back. Potential outside day for the Qs as well, but we got a new 60 coming. But there's other things you can hear me talk about. Simultaneous break, right? Yes. So what did we just have? We just had a 60-minute simultaneous break, which means almost everything went inside 60 to the upside in the last hour, right? We got some exceptions because there still is some strength and weakness out there, which I'll get to in a second. But there's so much going on, it's going to be hard for me to get to it all today, as usual. But that's why you come listen to me live all day because we can talk about it all day. Here's your diamonds going to the highs. Here's your small cappers. Here, the 2-2 reversal on the 60, a little weaker. Inside day staying down here, so the small capper is going to be your weakness, at least for right now. However, market holding up. If we go to XLP, you're going to see XLP inside 60, Momo Hammer. Anybody got short in here? They got jammed bad right here in the last hour because you're going to look at this on the daily up here. Slight lower low, that's a 2 down. This is a 2-2 reversal back through previous range. These two become an outside bar of that. Right, and if that works, it's going to reconfirm this. The 2 up week, the 2 down week, and then these two become an outside bar of that on the week. So you just go down the horn there and you can see like your Pepsis coming up here a little bit. How's Coke doing? Not so much. You got Clorox here coming up on an inside day. All right, continuation. You've got Tap Molson. Boom. Blasting off here, and you can see been a long time coming ever since down in here, but finally getting their feet going. And you see 3 nice hours for Molson so far. We'll see if we can find a way into that. You go to SJM. SJM just went inside 60 and up. New hour, so you're going to be aware of that. It goes exhaustion risk because it goes blasting into the highs, so you always be aware of that. You got Kellogg's coming up here as well. Kellogg's, you can see this on the monthly. Lower middle. Inside month to the upside. So the hopes is you get a measured move. This, sideways, that. Right? And maybe go take out some of these guys up in here. The weekly, you're going to see this. Take out the previous high. Take out the previous low. Boom. Real move. And there you go. If you go to General Mills. Okay, market's starting to come in on the new 60. So we'll get to the downside as well. General Mills. And you can see that 2 up, 2 down on the week. And boom with the XLP. If we go to Costco, and Costco starting to come in here a little bit. Here's what we look for. That inside bar on the daily upper left. Poke down. It's a 2 down. Boom. Rev strat day to the upside. You're going to take all 3 of these out. These 2 are going to become an outside bar of that. If that works, 2 on the week, continuing the reversal we've been looking for we had on the monthly last month, the 2 down, 2 up, still going Costco. And one of the things you look for is when the market starts to come in, like it did in here, things that don't. That was Costco, right in their face. The thing didn't flinch at all, right? That's something you want to look for. If we go to Oprah, looks like we're going to need to lose some weight here. Pivot machine going back through all this stuff, right? So you had your 2-2 reversal yesterday, right? And what that set up was the outside week here, you see? Boom. Once that goes green, we're going to look for an outside week, and hopefully you get some more out of this stuff here, right? Then you go to the monthly, you're going to look for an outside month because we know outside bars exist. So looking to take out 33.77, you're almost there. Oprah. Another thing that some people will do is I put out the gap list in the morning, is that they will sit there and use them more than one day. And what I mean by that, so you go to MRCY, and you're going to see this. Gap down yesterday. Remember that 60, there was your 2-2 reversal there. Then if you're paying attention, 2 down, 2 back up here, triggers the 2-2 reversal day. Still good and coming back, MRCY. Well, if we go to gold, and gold having a nice little day. Remember, last month was slight 2 down, 2 up month. Now it's trying to continue that. See in the weekly, that same pattern. 2 up, 2 down, boom, real move. These two become an outside bar of that. You see, off the inside day. And there's your outside day, inside day, real move. There you go. Now it's going inside in the 60. We'll see what comes of that. We go to IBM. And IBM having a nice little day off an inside day here, right? The inside day. IBM also did not flinch when the market came in, right? Even with the Dow coming in, tech coming in, didn't flinch. That's something I'd want to know about. That's still good. If we go to Home Depot. And the Home Depot, inside week here, still good, right? After remember this thing, the outside month, 3-2, still this rejection of selling is still occurring in Home Depot. And just walking her up this Home Depot tells you to look at Lowe's. How you doing? What's that on the week? Inside week pokes down. 1, 2, 2 Rev Strat. You got some more room to take these guys out here. Lowe's Corp. All right, market's starting to come in here again. So let's see what else we got here. We got a little bit of the JP Morgan. We got some banks. Staying firm here, JP Morgan, now in the new 60, Goldman Sachs, here, now starting to come in here. But let's get to some downside since we're starting to come in here a little bit. We got Plug from my macro video over the weekend having all sorts of trouble. 2 down on the week, 2 up, boom, still puking. So now you got an inside 60, we'll see what comes of that. If you go to TXG having all sorts of problems in here on the monthly. The 2 down, the 2 up, boom, 2-2 reversal on the month. Looking to come all the way down and take these guys out. Same deal on the week. Here, 2 down, 2 up, and boom. Inside 60? No, not quite. Well, so we'll see if that firms up or keeps puking. We go to Mckesson. And Mckesson, inside month to the downside. The 2-1-2 reversal, right? Now starting to firm up, and you see here, now we can start to look, you got a reversal against you. That's a 2 down, 2 up, 60-minute reversal, right? And that's where you cover. And if you made money on the downside, you can even go long a little bit here because the 60 is a major signal. Then wait for another signal to the downside, keep this thing repuking, right? Because then it would be red on all time frames. Right now you got a little recovery going on. If we go to Roku, now here's something that didn't budge on the upside, right? That's something I'd want to know about. If I was long Roku and I just saw the market go blasting off like that and I'm still on the lows, I got all sorts of problems. Roku's still going to lows, and you got an inside month to the downside with an inside week to the downside, still going. Roku, get her off the sheets. If we go to Etsy, and Etsy, inside month. Right? Once again, outside month, took out both sides. Then inside, boom, real move, take them down. Etsy having all sorts of problems here too. Now inside on the 60. If we go to Wynn Resorts. here. Still an inside month. Right? But on the week, you got that 2 down, taking out the low, taking out the high, and then boom, here, below this, 124.20, right? So you see it got down there, then it popped back up. But here, that's what I talk about, waiting for that extra reversal. 2 up, 2 back down, boom. Now it's red on all time frames when it does that. If it's going to go take that month out, that's what it's going to look like. Now you got an inside 60, and you can look at that with more pandemic names. EXPE. EXPE on the 60 just pokes down, doesn't drop, but as the month goes on, we're going to see how many of these things are inside month to the downside or taking out last month's lows. That would be your EXPE. The other thing we look for is how to gauge the magnitude properly, right? Here, outside week by taking out both sides. Slight pop up there, and then here, 322. When this comes down, looking to take out this low because then these become an outside bar of the outside bar. If they're willing to pay up once and they're willing to sell down, they might just do it again. So one more thing, I want to go back to the SPY for a second. It's something you definitely want to look for. I'm going to make sure you remember this. Inside, outside, inside, real move. Got it? Good. Now you got the 60 stalling out a little bit. If you go to more pandemic names like Marriott, seeing if we can take out these inside months, right? And if we're going to do that, it will look like this. The 2 down, the 2 up, and then boom, these would become an outside week of this if we can get her down there. Now inside in the 60, and if that works, hoping to trigger that month. Letter H, also in the hotels over there, and that's taking out that month, right? 2 down by taking out the low, 2 up, boom, these became an outside bar of that. Now little recovery here on the 60, we'll see what comes of that. If we go to D-Dog, and D-Dog, inside months to the downside. That gets my attention, right? How did that trigger? Triggered here. 2 down by taking out the previous low. 2 up by taking out the previous high. Boom. Pivot machine gun back through all this stuff, right? There you go. And these became an outside bar of all that stuff. And if you really count these 4, they're outside of all that, right? That's what you look for. And what else did you have? You had an inside day. Boom, there's your consolidation and there's your continuation, knock her out. So right now we'll see if we can take out this 60 low, right? That would be the 122 down here. Inside bar, slight poke up, and then down here. If we go to, I'm going to run out of time here, but PayPal on the gapper. So PayPal, trying to fight back in here, right? But once you see this on the opening, gaps up slightly, and then starts coming down here, but it's red on all time frames when it does that, right? So as it was coming down here, we were looking for this to be an outside day, which we got, right? But once it does that, that's exhaustion. It did its job. Then you go down to the 30, and you're going to see this. The 3, 2 down, 2 back up. And if this works, we're looking to go back all the way and take this out. Now we're going to get stopped out a few times, probably on the way up, like in here. And here's your inside 30, and the 15 drops you off. But there's always going to be, if it's going to go back up, there's going to be ways back in. And you can see this right here. See this? Inside 15. And these 2 are the 30 reversal. Then stop you out. But then here, 2 down by taking out the low, and boom, right back in. These 2 become an outside bar of all that. That's how you get back in on PayPal. Okay, looks like I'm running out of time. Let's see if we can find a few more for you and then be on our way. Redfin having some issues, and it's just kind of creepy crawling down at the lows. We had, let's see, RPRX, how you doing? It's coming back. How's Chewy? Chewy's having some issues here. We'll go back to those 60s. Eesh, there's your outside 63 too. All right, to the downside, taking out yesterday's lows, looking for an outside week here, all right, potentially an outside month. Chewy's, but I'm running out of time, but there's always so much to do when you know the strat, and just follow the strat, and that's all you got to do. All right, that's going to do for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith Black Channel here, TikTok, Strat Time Report.